I'm willing to fight anybody. Anybody who calls me out and then we can make a fight happen, I'm willing to fight anybody. That's the thing about me. I mean, I'm willing to fight anybody. If somebody calls me out, what do you think I'm gonna say? I'm gonna turn it down. I feel good that, you know, Samson is always there. He's always fighting for me no matter where it's at. You know, he's been my promoter for a very, very long time, and I'm just grateful to have somebody like that in my corner that's always looking for the best opportunities for me. I feel like we've earned the right and we've earned the shot to get the interim title. And for me, I'm still looking for the world title, but the interim title is another step closer to that. You know, it's still a big deal in my books for me. So I'm very excited to fight against David Lemieux. We still don't have the date, but it's gonna be a great fight. I know Lemieux, he's a hungry fighter, he's a strong fighter. I've been watching him for a long, long time, and I've been a fan of David Lemieux, but that's how I know I'm in the right position, where I'm fighting the people that I looked up to once upon a time. And it's gonna be a great fight for the fans and for the sport of boxing. It's gonna be a great fight, but I'm gonna leave there with that WBC interim title. Yeah, but I'm very excited to have the fight back in Phoenix, Arizona. I feel like last time we got a lot of a good reception, or a good, you know, a lot of people came and supported me in Phoenix, Arizona. It's my home city, so I mean, the last fight was good, and now this one's going to be a WBC interim title fight with the great fighter. So it's going to be a packed house. I'm expecting a packed house, but like I said, man, I'm doing this for everybody that believes in me, everybody supporting me, and it's going to be back in my hometown city again, and I cannot wait. You know, like I said, I take full responsibility for everything. I mean, but the thing that's always been, that I feel like I've showed a lot of people, I've always came back from my mistakes, and I've still been here. I've still looked as great as I did when I was a champion. So I mean, I'm not going nowhere. You know, everything, when I get beat, it's outside the ring. You know, I never lost to any other fighter, so that's why I feel like I'm very confident in myself that I could come back from anything. But as a thing, you know, everybody was affected with the bubble. You know, I don't know how much countless people lost their titles or missed weight because of the bubble. It's just something that we weren't ready for, you know, different experiences. But, you know, now we're more informed, and, you know, now everything, I think I needed that to make me a little bit more disciplined on my weight. You know, but now everything is good. You know, when you're in the bubble, you can't even leave the bubble. You can't leave there, and you can't go into any other gyms besides the gyms they have. No saunas, no steam rooms, no boxing gyms. Only total for an hour a day in the gym that they have there. So it was a little bit harder, but you know, like it is. But we got through it. We've been through the experience. I feel like that's the best teacher in life, is experience. And now, like, we're back on the right track. We're doing everything we're supposed to do. So I'm just excited for the future. It's affecting boxing a lot because, as you can see in my case, myself too, on one of my fights, I had to pull out 2 weeks before the fight because of COVID. You know, because I caught COVID, and countless other fights. You see the fight Cuadras, his fighter got COVID. I think Estrellita got COVID too. So there's just so much people. You know, it's a different world now. I feel like you have to be way more cautious about your surroundings, and now you have to be more clean, especially with, you know, the hand sanitizer and making sure you wash your hands everywhere you go. And I feel like it's just a different world that we live in now, but we have to adapt to it. I don't think it's going to change anytime soon, so now we just have to be more prepared, you know, in every level. Sometimes when a fight gets set, you know, sometimes your fans take days off for work, coming from a different city, and, you know, they're working around, they're rearranging their schedule and their life to go watch you. So if you're not careful and then you have to pull out the fight because you weren't careful, you know, they probably can't go to the second fight. They probably can't go to the second date. So, you know, I feel like the people that support me and people come see me fight, you know, now they take their time out to make sure everything gets good to come see me fight. So I need to make sure I get there every single night, and I need to make sure that the first date that they get is the one that stays. Well, I mean, the first 2 times I fought in the bubble, it was completely different. It was just something, a different type of experience. There's no people in the crowd. Sometimes, like me, the type of fighter I am, I feel the energy from the crowd, and that makes me more motivated to go in there and put on a great performance. I mean, don't get me wrong, I did put on a great performance too when there was no fans there, but it's just way different. Now that the people there, you know, the people are allowed to be back in attendance, you know, it just felt completely different. You know, I felt the energy from the people. I felt, you know, it just makes you realize, it makes you cherish how much you love something. You know, with the people back in the crowd in my last fight, it was just a feeling I cannot explain. It was just an amazing feeling. I don't feel any type of responsibility. This is something I've always wanted to be. You know, I've always wanted to be a father, and now I got a beautiful son. You know, I've always taken care of my family, so this is just, now it's a love I have, a different type of love that I have, you know, now for my son, where it gives me the motivation I need to be an example for my son, to work as hard as I can. I feel like, you know, once I've been through the bottom, I got all the way to the top, so I've earned a little bit more money right now, so as a responsibility in taking care of people, of my family, there's no pressure on that end. You know what I mean? Now I can just box, take care of my family, and everything is amazing. I love what I do, and I love being a dad at home too.
Yeah. Your father is in your corner. Would you like to be in the corner of your son?
Yeah, I already am in the corner of my son. I bring him to train, and we're there. But definitely, if me and my father could be in my son's corner, if that's even something he wants to do, if he wants to box. I mean, it kind of looks like he wants to box already because he's shadow boxing, he's getting his little training sessions in. But that would really be a dream come true. I mean, to be honest with me, I have no problem fighting a friend. You know, I mean, it's still, honestly, if I fight a friend, I feel like it's even more competition, but it's friendly competition. We're both here for the same reason. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, my job has always been to win. You know, no relationship is gonna get in the way of that. If it's a friend or somebody I knew, somebody I'm close to, it doesn't matter to me. My job is to win as much fights as I can and to become a champion, and whoever gets in that way is gonna get dealt with. My main goal, my main focus is becoming unified world champion. That's what's always been my goal since I was a little kid. Having that WBC, the IBF, the WB, all those titles, you know, I mean, I feel like that's to the people I've looked up to the most at the end, because when you look up to somebody like that as a little kid, you don't think about money. Money, when you're a little kid, you don't know what money is. So to me, to stay true to myself, something I wanted more than all that is glory and championship. That's what motivates me. Yeah, no, it's a different world in boxing too. There's more opportunities for everybody, you know, more opportunities, but it's the one who works the hardest who's gonna get to those opportunities faster. So I feel like more people are hungrier. It's better for the sport of boxing. It's better for the fighters too. There's more competition, and you know, at the end of the day, that's best for everybody. No, I mean, I've always moved around. I mean, I feel like, so I live in Seattle, Washington. The boxing town is not big over there. There's not that much fighters over there. So if I bring fighters over there, I have to bring them in, and I have to rent them an Airbnb from different cities or whatever. It's a little bit more expensive. But from here, there's tons and tons of boxers here. I could just tell them to pull up to where we're at. And then also too, I've liked traveling and training in different places. I've trained in Los Angeles, Las Vegas, Long Beach, San Diego now, Oregon, Seattle, and just to going around and see the people of boxing. And also too, I feel like it's my job to go around and show love, you know, show love to the young fighters coming up, because when I was younger too, when I would see a world champion, man, I was like, oh, that makes me feel like I'm that much closer to becoming a world champion because a world champion is in front of me. So if he's in the same gym as me and he tells me what to do, there's an opportunity for me to be a world champion. So I feel like as a champion or one of the top fighters, you have an obligation to go and show the kids or show the people that it is possible to become a champion. Tons and tons over the years. I've had Russians, I've had Germans, Argentinians, Spaniards, Mexicans, you know, every type of fighter, you know, every type of Kazakhstanians, or however you say it. There's been a lot of fighters, a lot of great fighters, and the thing about that is, once you see that, once you spar with all those, this is exactly what I'm talking about, why I like moving around. Once you spar with all those styles, you have a like you've seen every style. So once if you get in a fight with the Kazakhstan, German, Russian, you have an idea of how they're going to fight. You know what I mean? So it's better to have that much knowledge.
Yeah. And who are the toughest?
To be honest with you, I feel like the hardest hitting ones are the Russians. They're really tough. They come forward. They love to come fight. But I mean, I wouldn't say toughest. Everybody's different. Every style is different. You know, but once you learn how to really neutralize every style, I mean, the toughest I would say is me. I'm the toughest. But everybody has little things that they do different. You know, I feel like the Russians and Mexicans, they're kind of mostly alike because they come forward and they try to knock you out. Body shots, head shots, all that. I feel like the African Americans and you know, maybe like the white boys, they're kind of the same because they're trying to they're looking for speed. They're doing more movement. You know, they're a little bit more fluent in that. But sometimes you'll get some dude that they just know how to do everything. You know what I mean? And like I said, from the experience point, that's where it's best when you spar people like that, so you know how everybody operates. Well, now I'm going for a knockout. You know, this one, I'm really going to go in there and stop this guy. I mean, I don't know. My plan is go in there and stop it. It might get stopped or it might not get stopped. That's the thing about boxing. You never know. But for me, as myself, you know how my fights end. You know how I go in there, I dominate. And I'm not looking to change anything else. And just get another title and then see what goes from there. I mean, maybe if we get a fight with Canelo, we get a fight with Charlo, maybe get a fight with Caleb Plant. I don't know. Like I said, I'm a fighter. Whatever fight's available for me, that's what I'm going to make happen. It's not even just the amateurs too. It's everybody's been going through the same thing. But I feel like, you know, the restrictions are coming down a little bit. More people are getting vaccinated. Everything is getting better. So, I mean, we just have to sit there and be patient. You know, even for me, too, there's a lot of stuff that I can't do because of the stuff that's going on in the world. But, I mean, everything will get better. You know, just stay patient or stay in the gym. You know, just get better while things open back up. And then by the time when everything opens back up, go out there and do your best and win as much as you can.